Good afternoon, folks. Today is Sunday, May 7th, probably around 5 o'clock p.m. It's a beautiful day today. It's 86 degrees outside. It's hotter than it's been. I'm not ready for this hot weather yet. I shot a wedding yesterday, third one in a little over 2 weeks. And the first one was hot. The last two were perfect temperature. It's still not unbearable. I mean, the humidity's not horrible like it will be later. But still getting acclimated to the heat. So I'm at Cooper Creek Park today. I've ridden 5 miles so far. Just riding around. Wasn't gonna do a video today, but I figured I might hit Cooper Creek Park and maybe ride to Flat Rock Park after this and do a ride from here to there and a ride through at each. So I know I've covered both of these parks in my channel before, but doesn't hurt, I guess. I may switch to my helmet-mounted cam in a little bit so you can see a little bit better. Probably stay off the mountain bike trails today. Enjoying some smooth riding. Hopefully the wind is not too bad today. I think I knew that lady that just went by. Phyllis. I live in a town that's, I think our total population is around 225,000 people. Somewhere between 180 and 225,000, depending on how much of the military you include in that number. Because Fort Benning is right here, or Fort Moore as of this past week, or as of sometime around now. And so we got a ton of military here. And so for me, I'm a small business owner, entrepreneur, 4th generation entrepreneur in this town actually. But it's a great sized town for a small word-of-mouth grassroots kind of business, because if you do what you say you're gonna do, you're consistent, do a good job, good customer service, people are gonna tell their friends, and that's better than any paid advertisement. So in a town like this, it's a big city, you never run out of clients, but you don't get lost either like you would in Atlanta, somewhere like that. So I really like the size of this town. So you may wonder why, not like there's anybody watching this, but you may wonder why I occasionally or often run into people that I know just out and about. Even in a size town that's, 250,000 people. That's why it's just a good sized town, and people know each other. If you lived here all your life like me, lived here most of 50 years, you kind of stay connected to similar people as yourself. So my business has always been word of mouth. I use Facebook, of course. A little bit of Instagram, but I don't pay for advertisement. I just tag people in them, and their friends see them, and then their friends call me. So in my last video, I posted about, or I mentioned, there was a lot of rattling in the front of my bike, and I've tried everything to figure out where it was coming from. And someone mentioned, actually I mentioned that it may be my battery rattling around. Someone said, wrap some duct tape around it. So I did just that, and it fixed it. So your name slips my mind at the moment, but I'll make sure to mention you by name next time. But thank you for your comment. Thank you for suggesting that. Here's some Canadian geese. What is that? Oh, those are little goslings and a white duck trying to fit in. You don't belong here, buddy. Look at these tiny little baby geese. They're like hidden in the ditch right there. So we have a pair of Canadian geese at my mom's house right now at her lake, and 4 little ducklings as well. They're cute. So I do have some squeaking going on that you can hear that. That's in the rear suspension. It does it every now and then. There's kind of a sweet spot as far as adjustment on those to get it just right. I'm not sure where that is. So I kind of am always constantly tightening and loosening them until the squeak goes away. Bunch more geese up here. What's up? They're not exactly scared, are they? Bunch of pigeons. This little peninsula that is out in the middle of the lake. With an abrupt stop and turn around right here. It's good for people who walk and for fishing. Glad that battery rattle is gone. Hey, Phyllis. How are you doing?
Good, good, good. You?
Doing well?
You should be with vehicles, not with pedestrians.
Well, I came in on that road.
No, I saw you riding down that one.
Yeah.
It's a nice bike.
Thank you. I enjoy it. What you taking pictures of?
Oh, I'm
Birds
out here
and-
birding. Yeah, I haven't seen anything really good today, but I've seen about like 175 different species in this park.
Really?
Great, but yeah, including bald eagles.
Here
Yeah.
in this park?
Mhm.
That's cool.
Yeah, there's a tree that the pair like to hang out in. But yeah, you take cool shots of everything, you know. But I've managed some good shots of birds.
Yeah, my only good bald eagle shot, I did a wedding yesterday at River Mill, and a few years ago I was waiting for the bride to come down the aisle, and I saw one fly right over my head and got this awesome shot.
Oh, cool.
And it was this, and I just happened to have my really long lens on because I was waiting for the ceremony. But that was lucky. I like watching birds, but I haven't. I guess my bread and butter is people.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
But. All right, just ran into my old friend Phyllis. Have not seen her in many years, so I gave her an update on a good mutual friend of ours who's fighting cancer at the moment. She wasn't aware of that, so glad I ran into her. And it feels 20 degrees cooler now that I'm moving again. When I sat and talked to her, boy, that got hot quick. It's kind of like the summertime here. All right, so now I'm gonna go out of the entrance. You know what, I'm gonna switch I'll wait till I get back on the trail. I was gonna switch, but I hate the way that helmet cam looks. I don't want to run into people with a big old iPhone 13 plastered to my forehead. I know that's vain, but so I'm heading out of Cooper Creek Park now. All right, here we go. And I'm on the trail. This is back on Fall Line Trace, also known as Rails to Trails here in town, but it's just a Rails to Trails project, meaning this used to be a railroad track. Now it's a multi-purpose trail. And I'm gonna switch to helmet cam at this point. Change your scenery, your view a little bit. Hold on. All right. Hopefully that angle is somewhat normal. I'm clamp this down on my fat noggin so it doesn't go sliding off. But I want to show you a few things that are kind of neat around here. So this building with the blue awning, if I have my bearings right, used to be the skate center. Yep. All right, hold on. So now this is a church now. When I was a kid, this was a happening place that smelled like feet. It was the skate center. So if you were anybody in this town, you had at least one birthday party in that building. And all your friends came and skated with you. A lot of fun memories there. All right, let's go back up this way. And even if you didn't have your own birthday party there, everybody went to birthday parties there. And they had skating on Saturday mornings, night skates, all that kind of stuff. Big disco ball, you know, your typical, you know, the little snack bar that had the ices and popcorn. And then the people that worked there, you know, they all were teenagers with their speed skates, black leather speed skates and their whistle. And they skated with ease while you skated with your clunky light brown leather skates, rental skates with one wheel that didn't turn correctly. Usually had to go back and swap out skates a couple times before you were able to skate in a straight line. And by then you were halfway through your skate time, but it's just the way we rolled back then. Alright, we'll try to keep my head straight so I don't make y'all seasick. We're at 8.8 miles so far. So for the handful of you people that watch these silly videos of mine, if you want to comment, let me know whether you prefer the chest cam, which is what I normally do, or this one where I have my phone mounted on the top of my helmet. It's basically a GoPro mount with an attachment for a phone. This way at least, people letting me go, you can see a little bit more than just straight in front of me. And I get the benefit of looking ridiculous. Maybe I'll get to a spot where you can see my shadow and you can laugh with me a little bit. So this is heading east on Railsa Trails, Fall Line Trace. And here comes another e-bike. I don't know what kind that was. That was Miller Road. We're heading east towards Flat Rock Park. So this is a long trail, and this is kind of towards the end of it. There's, I don't know, past Flat Rock there's another mile or two. Look, there's a bike. Someone left or lost here. Nothing left but a frame. Tires are gone, wheels are gone. I was downtown with my son a couple years ago. Saw a bicycle chained to a lamppost or a sign or something downtown. on Broadway, which is one of the main roads. It's kind of where a lot of homeless people hang out in this one particular block. And it was just like that. It was a brand new bike. I mean, there wasn't a seat, there wasn't handlebars, it was just the frame. Nothing left to strip off of that thing. It's kind of sad, but it looked funny. Suicidal squirrels. Pick up the pace a little bit, enjoy some more breeze. So I figured I'd give myself a nice long ride today. Get out, get some good exercise, go home, drink a big mug of coffee, and finally finish my taxes from 2022. Which, yeah, they're overdue, but the government doesn't care if they're late as long as you don't have to pay. And I don't make enough money to have to pay. So they don't mind delaying my return. So this is Billings Road. This is usually where I get off to go home. I'm gonna turn left here. I'm gonna stay on the trail. Go to Flat Rock. I don't know why these cars feel like they have to stop. I guess because I'm kind of by the trail. It's a pretty section of the trail back here for sure. Got some rollerbladers. That's one way to do it. Yeah, I would love to go back and get a video. Right on this spot, a few months ago, there was a guy on a skateboard. He was my age, 50 something. Skateboard with two bulldogs on leashes, and they were pulling him up this hill. It may not look like a hill, but we're going downhill right now. But he was just on a skateboard. And they were just pulling him. And they were doing all the work and getting a good workout. It was awesome. I've been thinking about getting a plug-in microphone for this phone too. For this, I had one before. It was like, I don't know, 12 bucks. But it did have a wind mask thing on it. And I could just clip it to my shirt. So if the wind noise is too much, again today, I might switch that out. Get one of those. I'm gonna pull up here and see if I can get rid of that squeak too. Right here. So this right here is usually the culprit. Let's try this side too. Oh, this one's real loose. These are all part of the rear suspension. I guess just too much bumping up and down and they get loose. Let me check this helmet cam real quick, make sure it's running. Yep. Zoom in just a hair. Let's see if that fixed it. Maybe. Let's cut through here. All right, so this is Flat Rock Park. Kind of snuck in the sideway. So one-way road, loop around here. Forget how long, a couple miles, but it's pretty. I've never caught anything here. I'm not sure I've ever even seen anybody catch anything here. They sure try. Taking a lot of pictures on that bridge before. See if I can find some new trails that I haven't been on here. Need to watch the road. There's some potholes. These things right here don't look too good. All right, steep hill. So back to my taxes. I'm not the most efficient at that because unless it's a commercial client that I need to send an invoice to, I just record every payment and every sale in my iPhone notes, really on my MacBook, but in my Apple notes. I sound like an old man when I said that. For the whole year, which just makes it quick and easy. I can just jot it down. Hey, I got this much money from so and so for this on this date. But what that means is in the spring, I have to enter a whole year's worth of invoices, great invoices, receive payments, record every expense, contract labor, go back through my Google Calendar, record all my mileage, all that stuff. But it's not too bad. have a headache when this is done because this helmet is squeezing my noggin. But if I don't have it tight, my helmet's gonna slip and you're gonna be looking at the ground in front of me, which hopefully is not the case already because I cannot see my phone because it's up on my head. Is that a trail? It is, but I don't want to skip the waterfalls up here. Busy road and book it to the entrance. As you can see, there's a lot of kids playing in the water down here. Flat Rock Park. It is busy today. Everybody and their sister down here. Nice day for it though, because it's hot. Nice cool water. Probably not many snakes around with this many people. They don't like crowds. Alright, I'm gonna get some more exercise. Do some real pedaling here. So many little picnic areas here that have been here since, I don't know, probably the 20s, 30s. 100 years-ish, best guess. Ice cream truck. I bet that's some good food. Adjusting my brakes earlier. Never realized that the disc gets really hot. I've been riding on some hills, so I've been using my brakes. So this has hydraulic disc brakes, and yeah, they were hot to the touch for sure. Could have burned me if I had held on for more than a half second. Hop on this little trail and do this little jump again like I did last time. It's probably gonna make my camera aim down when I do. Let's see. Trying to remember where the jump was. Not this one, but I'm gonna go up here anyway. You can do it. There it goes. must have been, yeah, there it is. That one, right there. No motor-driven vehicles. I'm not very obedient, clearly. All right. There we go. A little bit of air. That was fun. Tell you what, let's do a little bit of these bike trails with the helmet cam. Mountain bike trails. If this is too bumpy, I'll cut it out. But here we go. Hey, squirrel. I hope that was on the video. That squirrel. I'm guessing they're playful when they do that. I don't know. And no, I'm not pedaling right now, I'm just throttle and standing up, really to keep the camera somewhat stable. All right, let me pause for a second, check my camera, make it a little bit more wide angle. Oh, never mind, it's already wide. All right, tighten it up again. All right, here we go. We're at 13.7 miles now. The first 5 I didn't have my camera on. I can hear my kickstand rattling like crazy. So let me tighten that. You can see my bike real quick. Yeah, so see this right here? Gets very loose with too much rattling, so I'm constantly tightening that. But here's my bike. It looks small because I'm on wide angle, but it's really a very big bike. These are 20-inch fat tires, 4-inch wide. You can see here's the disc brakes I was talking about, hydraulic disc brakes. Birds are happy today. They must know it's Sunday. You got this right here as part of the rear suspension, and then this. Anyway, fun bike. All right, I'm gonna aim that up a little bit. I don't know what's better, but here we go. Pedal some now. Knock on wood, I have never wrecked this bike. I would probably be much more scared of it if I had, because it's heavy and I'm old. but it's so easy to control. I feel like I'm always in control of it. And I never feel like I lose control of it. I guess that's kind of a redundant statement. But, knock on wood. Almost lost it there because those rocks scared me. I didn't see those coming up. I didn't hit them, but didn't expect them to be there when I came around the corner either. Really looking forward to taking this bike to Fort Yargo State Park up in Winder, Georgia this fall. I'm going on a group camp out, a bunch of church friends. We did it last year too, but it was at High Falls, and this one is at Fort Yargo. And man, they've got some great mountain bike trails at Fort Yargo. So my son and I did 7 miles of trails, bike trails around the lake there. They were pretty rough trails, and we did them on our pedal bikes. Mine was a hybrid with no suspension at all. And his may have been a hybrid too. I don't remember which bike he was on at the time. Maybe his older mountain bike, which was a little bit small for him, but I have to go back and look at this footage to see which one. But what this clanging is down here now. Alright, I'm gonna get off this trail. Make sure that my bike is good. Not that way. Yeah, that's the thing about these mountain bike trails is they start to knock things loose. I don't want to tear up this bike, even though it's kind of made for that. Alright. Let me stop and see what's going on. See if I see anything that looks odd. Okay, hold up. Looks like I bent the chain guard. Must have been that rock that scared me. Right here. Doesn't look like it's hurting anything, it's just bent. Maybe I'll just scoot home, throttle only. That's what I'll do. Just so I don't tear up the chain, because it is rubbing against the chain. But at least now I know what it is. Thankfully, no big deal. Vice grips, a little bit of pressure, good to go. headed towards home now. So since the rest is just riding, I'm still got a lot of battery. I'm at 15 miles. It's about 5 miles home from here, so I'm just gonna ride fast because it's kind of fun to watch and fun to ride fast. So I'll just keep the camera rolling for that. You can watch if you want. Maybe I'll throw some music in here. I'm about home, so I'm gonna go ahead and cut this off now. But great ride, beautiful day. I'm gonna get this sprocket fixed up probably tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Thanks for watching.